Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's good to have you back again. I hope you all are doing well and having a fantastic day. And if you're new to my channel, you're welcome. My name is Hilda and it's a pleasure to have you here. I like doing handcraft, cooking, home decorations, and all sorts of things that you like to do at home. I want to show you guys how I made these ornaments from scratch, and also these designer books that I made as well, and how I actually painted these flower vase from the color it was. What else? And this box also that is just simply empty for handcraft. I just kind of painted it, and yeah, I can use it to store some things in it. And also I'm going to show you guys in the same tutorial how I made this flower vase from scratch. In this tutorial, the first thing I'll be creating is a flower vase. So I'm going to be using this empty carton you see here. I'm going to stick a sticker tape around it to prevent the mud from coming out or dripping out of the box. And I'm going to use this knife to open the carton on the top and the side so that I can be able to start working on it. I'm going to be using this resin mud to build it. It comes with instruction behind it. I'll pour some of it into this bowl and I'll pour in water immediately. You have to be very fast with this because it really gets very thick if you waste time. So what I'm going to do now is pour it into the box and shake it to allow the mud to spread out properly. Then you can now place in the polystyrene to stick together with this base that we've just created. I will also be painting this round ring polystyrene with some mud to make it stronger, so I'll be able to work in it. When the mud is dry, I will take a knife and cut out a piece of the top of this ring because I want to make like a round mouth or a tube where the flower will be going into. So I will take this tube and I'll cut it into two, and I'll use the bigger part of it, insert it into this round polystyrene and stick it with a sticker paper, and then also paint some mud on it to make all of them look uniform. And when it's dry and hard, I just take it out and file it properly because I want to smoothen the body of these vase and I want it to have like a uniform shape without any bulkiness and all that. After filing, I just pour out some white paint. I mixed it with like a gray color paint, so this vase would not look actually white. It's going to have like a grayish white kind of color. So I just painted on top of these vase, and that's it for this vase. The next thing I'll be creating is a decorative ornament, and I'm going to be using this carton. I drew a circle in it and I cut out the circle and I applied an E6000 glue on it, and I got some stick like a toothpick. I put it around it like a star. I used another part of the carton to cover it up and seal it with the glue. Now I'll be creating a base for the ornament I just created, and I'm going to be using a thin wood for it, and I'll be putting the resin 100 mud into this carton, and then I'll allow it to dry for some time. Once it was dry, I peeled off the carton from it and I filed it to smoothen the body. The next thing I'll be creating now is just a mud plate. I want to create a plate that I will use to place any kind of ornament, maybe a candle or something that I want to place to stand out. So I poured in some resin 100 mud into the carton. It dried up properly, and then I peeled off the paper from the back of it and I just filed it to smooth it just like I did on the others. And now I have a decorative plate. As I'm creating, I'm realizing that this resin 100 mud is easy to use. As I'm using it, I'm getting more used to it, and I'm going to be using it to create like another ornament, and this ornament is a little bit weird because I'm using a tube from my kitchen and it's a little bit weird, yeah, but I like the shape of this zigzag tube, and this is what I'm creating it. So I'm going to be folding it into a shape that I like, and then I'm going to be pouring the resin 100 mud into this tube and allow it to dry properly before I start peeling off the plastic. Oh my god, this ornament looks so amazing on these books and I really love it. Now I'm going to move into the next creation. I'm going to be simply painting, and I'll be painting this glass vase that I bought from a store. I like the shape very well. I will be using a lovely ash brown paint for this bottle with no shine, just a matte finish, and I'll be adding a little bit of white to dilute it so it will be a little bit more lighter. I will be using the number one secret for this painting, which is a baking powder, and this would allow the paint to turn into a sort of a clay thick toned color, and when I paint it on top of the bottle, it looks totally different. It doesn't look like a bottle, it will look like a clay vase. So this step is very important. Remember to use a baking powder to thicken your paint. Now I'm going into another painting, and I'm going to be restoring this flower stone that I got from a flower store. I actually think this is faded, it's old, and I really don't like the color, so I'm going to paint it with a white color, and my aim is just to restore the color of the stone. Okay guys, after doing all these decorations and paintings and all that, I realized the shelf would still look empty, so I decided to make a luxury designer books, and obviously this would make the shelf look fuller, make it look more presentable and organized. And I'll be needing a 6E1000 glue, a painting brush, a scissors or a blade, and I'll be using an empty carton to make it. Remember to seal this part when you pour out the salt from the carton. Coat the carton with the glue and allow it to dry a little bit, like some seconds, so the glue will be sticky. While that is done, you start cutting out your image picture so you'll be able to stick it on the carton. When you have all your pieces cut out, then you can start gluing. You can actually do this step before coating the carton or do it in between. The glue is quite watery, but you need to allow it to have a little bit of dryness to be able to adhere with the paper. I realized in the past that when I buy books, I do not really actually read them because I just don't have the time. Let me be sincere. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not saying having books are bad, but why have them when you don't use them? So for me to have them without reading them is better. I'd rather not have them around. I'd rather buy an audiobook. So I'm just making these books for decoration purpose only. I hope you guys were able to catch all the tricks that you learned from this video, and please, if you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and it always makes me to know what you like, and I'll keep bringing it to you guys. Thanks for watching and have a lovely day.